Question number 39. Global dash effort is essential to addressing dash such as climate change and delivering on the promise of technology. You have options: important and views, economic and harmful, wonderful and things, cooperative and challenges, prevention and wrongs. In the context of this sentence, the only combination of words that lead to a meaningful sentence is cooperative and challenges. All other options are incorrect either contextually or grammatically. The sentence wants to convey that it is essential for all the countries in the world to unite in order to address issues such as climate change and developing relevant technology. Hence, option D will be the right choice. So, global cooperative effort is essential to addressing challenges such as climate change and delivering on the promise of technology would be apt. Now, let us move to question number 40. South Korea is another example where state-owned banks have dash chaebols rather than to political pressure. So you have options: chastened and wading, wanted and surrendering, disciplined and capitulating, and rout and ceding. Then followed by controlled and admonishing. Chaebols are large family-owned business conglomerates in South Korea. The use of rather than helps us to decipher the meaning of the sentence. The given sentence wants to convey that state-owned banks in South Korea have been able to take necessary actions against business conglomerates and have not succumbed to political pressure. In the context of this sentence, the words which are suitable for the first blank are chastened, disciplined and controlled. Hence, options B and D are eliminated. As for the second blank, the only word that makes a sentence meaningfully correct is capitulating, which means ceasing to resist an opponent or an unknown demand, yielding. The words wading and admonishing are irrelevant to the context of the sentence. This eliminates option A and E as well. Hence, option C will be the right choice. So, the right way of expression, South Korea is another example where state-owned banks have disciplined chaebols rather than capitulating to political pressure. Now, let us move to question number 41. Dash the trade war, geopolitical tensions in West Asia, uncertainty around Brexit and global slowdown are other dash driving the rally in gold price. The sentence wants to convey that in addition to the trade war, geopolitical tensions, Brexit and global slowdown are also responsible for the increase in gold price. In the context of the sentence, the only words that lead to a meaningful sentence and the combination of leaders of besides and factors, all other options are incorrect, either contextually or grammatically. Beside is incorrect for the first blank as it means next to or at the side of, whereas besides means apart from or in addition to. So, option A can be the right choice. Besides the trade war, geopolitical tensions in West Asia, uncertainty around Brexit and global slowdown are other factors driving the rally in gold price, so which makes the sentence meaningful. Now let us move to question number 42. With good monsoon and a dash government, the situation may improve, but growth rate expectations are lower now than what we dashed during the start of the year. You have options steady and formed, stable and envisaged, worldly and envisioned, strong and seen, and followed by bonded and sought. The first blank must be positive since the situation may improve. In the context of the sentence, the words which are suitable for the first blank are steady, stable, and strong. Hence, option C and E are eliminated. Despite the aforementioned positive circumstances, the growth rate expectations are lower than what had been visualized at the beginning of the year. The only word that makes the sentence meaningfully correct is envisaged, which means contemplate or conceive of a possibility or a desirable future event. The words formed and seen are irrelevant to the context of this sentence. This eliminates option A and D as well, and hence option B will be the right choice. With good monsoon and a stable government, the situation may improve, but growth rate expectations are lower now than what we envisaged during the start of the year. So, option B will be the right choice. Now, let us move to question number 43. Considering the rapid penetration of mobile phones and the rise in use of social media in India, the dash of fake news is no longer a problem limited to the online world, especially because it has political, social, and economic dash on the ground. You have options dissidence and trade, dissemination and ramifications, devolution and career, propagation and transactions, and followed by distribution and transfusion. So the first blank refers to the spreading of the fake news, which has become easier thanks to the wide reach of mobile phones. In the context of the sentence, the words which are suitable for the first blank are dissemination, propagation, and distribution. Hence, option A and C are eliminated. Out of the remaining choices, the only word that fits in the second blank and makes the sentence meaningfully correct is ramification, which means complex or unwelcome consequence of an action or event. The words transaction and transfusion are irrelevant to the context of this sentence. This eliminates option D and E as well, and hence option B will be the right choice. So, considering the rapid penetration of mobile phones and the rise in the use of social media in India, the dissemination of fake news is no longer a problem limited to the online world, especially because it has political, social, and economic ramifications on the ground. Now, let us move to question number 44. Short-term credit from NBFCs, frequently dash over, stands in for missing long-term capital, and a disruption in the cycle results in a crisis for both the financing companies and the builders dash on them for capital. So you have options looked and dependent, fared and sulking, rolled and reliant, pushed and hungry, and exited and fought. The sentence means to convey that short-term loans from NBFCs whose due dates are frequently extended act as a replacement for missing long-term capital, and a break in this cycle would be a disaster for both the financing companies as well as the builders who are dependent on them for capital. In the context of the sentence, the only combination of words that lead to a meaningful sentence is rolled and reliant. All other options are incorrect, either contextually or grammatically. Therefore, A, B, D and E are eliminated. To roll over a loan means to extend the loan's due date by paying an additional fee. Loan rollover is most common with short-term payday and title loans. So option C is the right answer. So a short-term credit from NBFCs frequently rolled over stands in for missing long-term capital, and a disruption in the cycle results in a crisis for both the financing companies and the builders reliant on them for capital.